Welcome to the Gateless Gate, Koan 47. And these are Tosotsu's 3 questions. We have a new character that comes for this koan, and he has 3 questions or barriers for a monk to pass before he reaches enlightenment. And so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through these 3 questions and look at the answers. So the first question that Tosotsu asks, he says, finding enlightenment is finding your true self. So, where is it? And as you know from Koan 41, this is a little bit of a trick question for sure. But your true self, remember, go back to the very basics. In fact, you can even go back through any of the koans. Koan 23, when we look at the patriarch teaching the monk his true self, or Koan 12, where we're learning about being true to yourself, being honest with yourself. All of these koans teach and guide us to the true self. But if we keep moving our way through, and if we can keep sincerely looking and being open, then the inner workings of our mind will turn upside down. And when we can make that happen, then we will find our true self. So that is the answer to question 1. He then says, okay, so if you know where your true self is, it says that the true self is beyond life and death. If the true self is beyond life and death, how is it that you will still die? He says something along the lines of that your eyeballs will fall out. So the answer to this is actually in Mumon's verse. Mumon says, to instantly realize is to see endless time. Endless time is this very moment. And what he's saying is that to live forever or to experience endless time is not a duration that you live for. It's a way that you live. It's a mode of being, not a duration of being. And this is what everyone misses. Everyone on the earth is running around, how do I live as long as I can? How do I preserve myself and continue and all of that? Well, it's if you've lived a good life, then you're beginning to touch upon the principles of eternity. And if you touch upon the principles of eternity, then you can conquer life and death. Then there is a way that you can conquer life and death. And so if you can reach endless time, it means that you are in this very moment. And that is the answer to question 2. So Tosotsu says, okay, so let's say you found your true self and you've been able to reach endless time beyond life and death. The person who knows this will know where you go when you die. So where is it? This is where I get stuck. I have some premonitions, but I don't feel like I can sufficiently answer the question right now. But Mumon says this at the end. He says, it's okay. He says, look, these are meant to be chewed on. They're meant to be wrestled with in the Zen way, which is more like wrestle. They're meant to be meditated on and to think on and to work through until they become part of us. And so I'm just going to chew on it. I'm going to keep chewing on it and thinking on it and meditating on it. And one day I should be able to answer that 3rd question. And if you've got some ideas, I'd love to hear them. You can put them in the comments below or you can send them to me. But when you can answer the 3rd question, you've answered all of Tosotsu's questions and you know where you go when you die. And there's some people who know that. So that's pretty exciting. So those are the 3 questions. And we're almost to the end of the journey. I will see you on the very last episode, on the very last koan of the Gateless Gate with Sam Fisher.